When researchers studied seniors who maintained independent mobility into their 90s, they discovered something surprising. Their secret wasn't genetics or luck. It was a specific type of leg strengthening. Today, I'm sharing the incredible transformation of an 85-year-old woman. Her remarkable story shows how she turned weak, unstable legs into strong, reliable supports, like turning a rusty hinge into a smooth swinging door. And it only took 10 minutes of daily movement. What specific exercises unlock this transformation? If maintaining your mobility matters to you, stay tuned. The simple habits I'm about to share could change everything. Did you know that by age 80, most people lose up to 50% of their leg strength? This isn't just a number. It's the difference between independence and needing help for basic activities. When your legs weaken, everything from grocery shopping to visiting friends becomes increasingly difficult, and suddenly, your world starts to shrink. Many seniors first notice mobility problems when simple tasks become challenging. Getting up from a chair requires pushing with your arms, and bending down to retrieve dropped items feels risky. Stairs transform from simple passageways into intimidating obstacles requiring careful navigation and a tight grip on the handrail. These warning signs typically appear 5 to 10 years before serious mobility problems develop, creating a critical window for intervention that most seniors miss. According to Professor Brenda Vrkljan, an expert in occupational therapy, seniors may not readily perceive subtle changes in their physical capabilities. Those adjustments you make, using armrests to stand up or taking extra time before retrieving something from the floor, are your body sending important signals that something is changing. Older adults frequently dismiss these indicators as simply part of getting older, rather than recognizing them as preventable conditions. Declining mobility extends beyond physical limitations to create psychological challenges. Research has established clear connections between mobility loss and increased social isolation, depression, and cognitive decline. When movement becomes difficult, seniors gradually withdraw from social activities, creating a cascade of negative health effects. The fear of falling creates a particularly destructive cycle. Worry about falling leads to reduced activity, which weakens muscles further, increasing fall risk. Recent studies show that nearly 1 in 4 Americans over 65 experience social isolation, with 43% reporting feelings of loneliness, conditions often triggered by mobility challenges. This was exactly where our 85-year-old hero, Margaret, found herself 3 years ago. Once active and independent, she had gradually become reliant on a walker. Stairs became impossible without assistance, and her world had shrunk to the confines of her home's main floor. Her independence was slipping away with each canceled outing and missed family gathering. The turning point came during a routine medical appointment when her doctor delivered a stark reality check. Her leg muscles had deteriorated to the point where independent living might soon become impossible. This diagnosis became the catalyst Margaret needed to take action. What makes Margaret's story remarkable is how she responded to this wake-up call. Unlike many seniors who accept declining mobility as inevitable, Margaret refused to surrender her independence. She discovered that specific resistance exercises could actually reverse muscle loss even in her 80s, challenging the belief that such decline is simply the price of aging. Margaret's approach wasn't based on expensive equipment or complicated routines. The difference was in her consistency and the scientific principles behind exercises designed to strengthen key muscle groups that maintain balance and support daily movements. Those scientific principles behind Margaret's exercise program weren't revolutionary in their complexity. They were revolutionary in their simplicity. Seniors who dedicated just 10 minutes daily to specific chair exercises showed 30% better mobility than their peers. This represented the difference between needing assistance and maintaining independence well into their 90s. Margaret's transformation began with something most of us have in our homes: a sturdy chair. She would position herself at the edge of her seat, feet flat on the floor, then slowly rise up until nearly standing before gently lowering back down. This simple chair squat worked wonders. Chair-based exercises provide stability and safety, while effectively targeting the exact muscle groups necessary for mobility. Health experts consistently recommend these exercises because they minimize risk while maximizing benefits. addressing strength, flexibility, and balance simultaneously. The beauty of Margaret's routine was its accessibility. No expensive equipment, no complicated movements, no special gym membership. Her program focused on 3 fundamental movements. Chair squats strengthened her entire leg. Heel raises improved her ankle stability, critical for preventing trips and falls. Leg extensions targeted her quadriceps, the muscles most essential for climbing stairs and rising from seated positions. This approach progressively challenged her muscles. Rather than increasing weight, which can stress aging joints, Margaret gradually increased repetitions. This method builds both endurance and strength simultaneously, creating functional fitness that translates directly to daily activities. Margaret always began with simple shoulder rolls, arm circles, and gentle torso twists. Like a garden hose that works better once water has flowed through it, this warm-up increased blood flow and loosened muscles, making the entire routine more effective and reducing injury risk. The adaptability of chair exercises proved particularly valuable. Margaret's journey began with just 5 repetitions when her strength was limited. Each week brought small victories, 6 reps, then 8, until eventually she proudly performed 15 repetitions twice daily. This routine required less time than brewing a cup of tea. Noticeable improvements emerged after approximately 8 weeks of dedicated practice. She later added single-leg standing exercises, holding the chair for support. Like a tightrope walker with a safety net, Margaret balanced on one leg for 30 seconds before switching sides. This created neurological adaptations that dramatically improved her balance and coordination, more effectively than medications could achieve. By challenging her proprioception, these exercises retrained her nervous system to maintain stability during movement. Chair exercises directly impact a senior's ability to stand up independently and maintain mobility. When Margaret incorporated seated marches, she strengthened the hip flexors and core muscles essential for stable walking. The transformative power wasn't limited to physical strength. These exercises created a foundation for confidence. As Margaret's physical capabilities improved, her fear of falling diminished, a psychological benefit that cannot be overstated, as fear often restricts activity more than actual physical limitations. The confidence Margaret gained from her exercise routine was just the beginning of her transformation. What many seniors don't realize is that the kitchen plays an equally crucial role in maintaining muscle strength as the living room does for exercise. After age 50, your body experiences something researchers call anabolic resistance, a condition that silently undermines your muscle maintenance efforts unless you know exactly how to counteract it. Think of your muscles as a high-performance machine that needs premium fuel. This anabolic resistance means your body becomes significantly less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle tissue. The process begins as early as your 50s, creating a situation where the standard protein recommendations of 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight become insufficient. Your body requires more protein to achieve the same muscle maintenance results, like filling a bucket with a leak. Starting in middle age, muscle mass naturally decreases by approximately 1% annually. Without intervention, this can lead to a 50% loss by your 80s or 90s. This decline directly impacts independence and increases fall risk. This muscle deterioration occurs through both atrophy and the complete loss of individual muscle fibers, compounded by nerve changes that further complicate strength maintenance. Margaret's nutritional approach addresses this challenge by ensuring she consumes 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal, substantially more than most seniors typically eat, particularly at breakfast. This strategy provides a consistent supply of amino acids throughout the day, stimulating muscle protein synthesis and preventing breakdown. The body's anabolic response to dietary protein requires this consistent intake rather than consuming most protein at a single meal. Her protein timing is strategic. By consuming protein within 30 minutes after completing her strength exercises, she capitalizes on a critical window where muscle protein synthesis increases by up to 50% in older adults. Exercise, particularly resistance training, extends this anabolic response when paired with protein intake. Margaret's daily menu is thoughtfully constructed. Breakfast features 2 to 3 eggs with Greek yogurt, delivering high-quality protein along with choline that enhances nerve-muscle communication. Lunch includes lean chicken or fish, providing essential amino acids. Dinner combines plant and animal proteins like salmon with quinoa to support overnight recovery. Beyond protein, Margaret incorporates supporting nutrients: vitamin D for proper muscle function, omega-3 fatty acids to reduce inflammation interfering with recovery, and magnesium to prevent uncomfortable muscle cramps. Together, these nutrients enhance the effectiveness of both protein intake and exercise. This comprehensive nutritional approach supports overall metabolism, since muscle tissue represents the largest share of fat-free mass in the body. As Margaret's muscle metabolism improved through proper nutrition, she experienced sustained energy throughout the day, eliminating the afternoon fatigue many seniors consider inevitable. Let's be clear about something remarkable. Science has proven that the muscle loss many assume comes with aging is actually preventable. Researchers consistently show that through targeted resistance training combined with proper nutrition, seniors can maintain and rebuild their leg strength at any age. Margaret's journey shows us how taking control of your health through informed choices protects your mobility and independence. Her transformation can be your story too. Start today. Begin with just one chair squat to strengthen those vital leg muscles. Programs like Bingo Size can guide you further. Remember, consistent small efforts create lasting change. Your stronger, independent future begins with that first movement.